Satnam Shri Vaheguru Sahib Ji. Gobinde Mukande Udare Apare. Hariyam Kariyam Nirname Akame. Gobinde Mukande Udare Apare. Hariyam Kariyam Nirname Akame. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह. So in the last Salok, Sikh says to Guru that Maharaj, with your kirpa, I have understood that I am the Atam Sarup. I'm not the physical body, nor I am the subtle body. But Maharaj, I still have this doubt in my mind that who is the one experiencing all the different experiences? Who is indulging into these experiences? So Maharaj explains that consider the physical body is like to be a plate, and all the things that are made for indulging are placed upon this plate. The intellect and the mind, indulges into all the things. They use the senses to indulge into different things. So the senses convey the pleasure of different things to the mind. Example, the eyes or the ears listen to something. Let's say there is a new car out there, a new phone, or something out there. The senses convey the message to the mind, and the intellect decides that I want that thing. So that becomes the I linked to that becomes the ahankar. So this is happening at the level of mind and intellect. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna Maharaj explains that an action is caused due to a desire. And the desire causes either dukkha or sukh, pleasure or pain. It will always cause one of these two. Either it will create dukkha or sukh. But the consciousness is beyond this desire. All the actions are happening because of this consciousness. All the indulging of the things are up to only the level of mind and intellect. The consciousness, Atma, is beyond it. It neither indulges into any of the experiences, nor it gets affected by it. It is detached from all. The person who considers himself as the physical or the subtle body is called Agyani. The Jnani is that Jeev who considers himself to be detached from the physical and the subtle body and does abhyas of Atamavastha, the Atam state. Guru says to Sikh that, hey pyare Sikh, practice this wisdom in your life and remain detached and without any worries. By practicing this wisdom, you will remain still in the Atamavastha and know within yourself that this avastha is the mukti itself. Now, what are the qualities of the Atma? It is Sat Chit Anand. These are the words used to describe the Atma. Sat means that which is constant. It remains the same. It never changes. It is aware. It is conscious. And it's never ending. And it illuminates itself. Sapang. It resides in everyone. Guru says to Sikh, if you want to reside in this state, then practice this wisdom and qualities of the Atma daily in your life and become that Roop itself. Then consider yourself to be the same as Atma. Achal. It is steady, it does not waver, but it gives light to all the senses. Akhand. it cannot be destroyed. Ad, it does not have any birth or death. Because the death and the birth is of that subtle body in the physical body. Actually, there is no birth or death happening. Akriya, it does not perform any action. Anant, there is no end to it. It does not fall under time. The Atma cannot be captured by the senses. There is no duality in it. It is one and the same everywhere and in everyone. It has no form of itself because the form is that of Maya. It is nirvikar, without any vices or flaws. Niratar, it's without any support, but everything else exists because of its support. Nirvikalp, without any thought. Nirakar, it is not bound to any form. It has no particular form. Nirgun, it is without any qualities of Maya, the three qualities of Sato, Rajo, and Tamo. Nirantar, it is constant. There is absolute no difference in it, no breakage. This is the quality of your Atam Sarup, Maharaj says. Pandit, Gyani, Gurbani, Ved all say the same, that this body is Maya Sarup and is temporary and Atma remains forever. Maharaj explains, the Jeev who consider himself as any of the caste, such as Brahmin, Vash, Shudra, Kshatriya. So these are all the categories that the whole samsara is divided into. Or if he keeps home of being a brahmachari, gristi, sannyasi, ban, prasad, then he should read and take support of Ved and Gurbani's Maryada. As long as he has the bondage of any of the labels of home, until then the Jeev should stay in Maryada, so that the Antakaran, the subtle body, can become pure. Those who are Atam Gyani are without any bondage. They do not follow any one specific Maryada. But as long as we do not attain that avastha, we should follow the Maryada as per. If we do not do so, then we cannot attain Atam Sarup. Now, how to understand this? When we take admission into certain school, growing up, we all have been to school or university. There are some rules and regulations that we know we gotta follow in order to get access to the education. Even if you go to a certain event in life, you have to dress up certain way. That's what the rules and regulation Maryada is there for. So you can follow that so that the mind can become under control. Oftentimes we question the Maryada that these are too strict, or some are doing this, some are following these rituals. The reason behind is actually just to have that control over the mind. So the mind and the senses do not wander around. So if you go to the school, you follow that. Even during this Zoom class, we say, can you please keep the mic off or the video off? So these are a little bit of rules and regulations we all form in order to keep the mind still. So Mara says the physical body is like a cage, and the good and the bad are like the bandages on the physical body. If one does bad actions, then one goes to hell, and after experiencing the results of those actions, they go back again into the other form. And if one does more good actions, then they reside in heaven, and after experiencing the results of those good actions, again goes into another life form. If one does either good or bad actions, regardless of the actions, one will take one or the another form. So the good as well as the bad actions both are the cause of birth and death. In order to come off both the good and the bad actions, one should follow the path of Ved and Gurbani. There are two ways to live life. One, as per the societal way, according to the society, what they guide. Second, as per the Ved, Granth, all the Shastras. If one follows societal ways, then it leads more towards the bad deeds. And if one follows the Ved path, then it leads more towards good actions. But how can one come out of both these actions? All the actions are performed based upon Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh. Desires, anger, greed, attachment. These are the specific reason behind every action, no matter whatever action is happening, it's happening because of these. So these are like the nails on the bandages. Due to this, we get the physical body. Maharaj explains that whoever takes pride about the ashram, the varan, he will definitely fall into a trap. If one takes pride that I am a Brahmin, Gristi, Nihang Singh, Udasi, Nirmale, there are all these different statuses. As long as one considers themselves to be in any of these labels, they will remain entangled in these chains of labels, which will become the cause of their birth and death. So Mara says to his Sikh that break all these bondages, break all these chains, and let go of the duality that you and Paramatma are two separate things. Break yourself free from these labels and recognize your true Sarup. Atma is referred to as the Singh, lion. When you recognize your true Sarup, you will break free from this cage of Maya. Sikh says to Maharaj, Mara, you have done Vyanta Kirpa of blessing me with Brahma Gyan. From the wisdom, I have understood that I am neither the physical body nor the subtle body. I'm neither the senses, I'm not the mind, nor the intellect, or the breath, nor I am the causal body, which is the result of agyanta, lack of wisdom. I have thoroughly contemplated what you have explained to me. Maharaj, I have known this now that I have no gender. I'm neither a female or a man. I have no caste. I have no lineage, nor I have an outwardly dharam. I'm neither the doer nor the one who experiences any actions. I do not come under any of the labels, Maharaj. I'm neither the Shakti that is in the Ishwar Roop of Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, nor I am in any form of Maya. I'm not a Jeev even. I do not come under any of the 8.4 million life forms as well. Maharaji, with your kripa, I have understood that I am the observer of the three states of wakefulness, dream, and deep sleep. I'm in the fourth stage as the Atma. I'm the observer of the three states of Rajo, Sato, and Tamo. I'm the observer of these qualities. But these three cannot see my Sarup. Maharaj, I have known this now with your kirpa that I am the Brahma Sarup. In Japji Sahib as well, Maharaj says, O vekhe, onna nadar na aave, bahta ehe vidan. O vekhe, that the awareness, the Paramatma, is aware of all the qualities, but the qualities itself cannot see the awareness. Like how wonderful it is. Maharaj says, Bahta ehe Vedant. How wonderful it is that Paramatma is aware of all the qualities, yet all the qualities cannot see the Atma. Sikh says, Maharaj, with your Vyant Kirpa, I have now known this Atam Sarup. Maharaj says, we have discussed the Twang Pad, that which explains about the Jeev. Now we will do Vichar of Asapad, who is the king of all. The Twang Pad ends here. From here onwards, Guruji will explain about Aspad. So Tatpad is the Ishwar, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh. There is Brahma, Vishnu, and Mahesh, creator, preserver, destroyer in each world. Tvangpad is the Jeev. Now we will do Vichar of Asapad, that which is the Parbrahm or divine God. These are different names given to the Aspad. The Asapad is Nirlay. It's detached. Nor it is Ishwar, nor it becomes Jeev. But Aspad is equally in the Jeev as well as Ishwar. This will be explained further later on. So Ishwar has many Shaktiya in them, and Jeev is in Agyanta, who doesn't have knowledge, the Gyan about his true self. The Home that is present in Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh falls into Maya. And the Jeev is already in Ashuddha Home because he thinks of himself to be separate from Paramatma. There is a similarity between these two. They all have the same Atma in them. But if one directly tells this to one another, then it always creates some drift among them due to the home. But in human day, when with Mare Kirpa, when Maharaj gives Gyan, gives Gurmat, and when one understands the wisdom, then the Atam Gyan happens. And from that Atam Gyan experience, there is no argument or debate left about it. Because all there remains is one. There are no divisions happening. In Atam Avastha, there is absolute oneness. In Gurbani, Maharaj says, Jalate upaj tarang jyon jal hi bikhe samaye. From the water, the wave is formed. And that same wave goes back to the water. There is no difference there. So consider Jeev to be like an ocean. Consider Ishwar to be like an ocean and Jeev to be the drop in the Ishwar. But Aspad is like the water. It's the same water that's in the ocean as well as the drop. The same Aspad is in Ishwar and the Jeev. It's only because of the Maya the difference between Ishwar and Jeev appears. But it is all one. Tat, Tvang, and Aspad are all form of water only. Maharaj further explains through analogy that consider Ishwar to be the king of one region and Jeev as the farmer of that region. And consider Asapad to be a human being because both the king and the farmer are humans. So they have that one common factor. That's how they are same as well. They are both Atam Sarup. Maharaj explains through another analogy. There was a man named Devdutt. who was extremely wealthy. And at some point, due to some difficult time in his life, he started losing his wealth. And after losing his wealth, he became extremely poor. Now, how can he know who he really is? As he no longer is that wealthy person that he once was. Now, if he takes the port of wisdom and he tries to understand himself with that wisdom, that when he had all the wealth, he was still known as Devdutt. And when now he has no wealth left, he's still known with the same name. Now he looks at his body and thinks that when I had the wealth, I had the exact same body as well. And now I have no wealth left, I still have got the same body. That hasn't changed. Same way, when dukh or sukh, pain or pleasure comes into our life, happiness or sadness, we should reflect in exact same way. If there is a sukh, even then I was an Atam Sarup, and when there is dukh happening, still I am that Atam Sarup. There is no change in that. Because I am the Akhand Sarup, that which cannot be broken. It does not change by the things that are happening outside. So Ishwar are known because of their powers, their Shaktiyam. When Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh show their powers, then people worship them, they bow down to them because they know these Ishwar are powerful. They are known because of the Maya. The Jeev is known as to be someone who has no power or Gyan. So Maharaj says, consider the Shakti, the power of Maya in Ishwar, and Jeev's Agyanta, the lack of wisdom, to be false, because they both are Maya Sarupa. Both have the same Brahm in them, the same Atma. Consider this to be the truth. Practice this. All the Riddhiya Siddhiya, all the powers, they are false, as well as they are temporary too. And their form of Maya. We should not have any desire of being powerful like Ishwar, nor should take pride in being a Jeev. One should remain detached from both and stay still in Atam Sarup. And if during the journey Maharaj, Akal Purkh Maharaj does kirpa and bless with any form of Shakti, even then the mind should stay still in Atam Avastha. And we shouldn't do home of those Shaktiyan as well, because then the mind is going to fall into the trap again. The home is going to arise that I've got these Shaktiyan in me. The mind should always remain humble in Guru's charan. Maharaj says, consider all these status, all the positions to be false. Both Ishwar and Jeev are Brahm only. So we should consider them as one and the same. I'm the Brahm Sarup that is called as Jeev, and when the Jeev gets Shakti in them, then they are known as Ishwar. Then again, when they lose their powers, they are called Jeev again. One cannot get mukti by merely becoming an Ishwar. In Dasam Granth, Maharaj as well explained that even Ishwars have to take human birth to do Nam Abhyas, so as to become still in Atam Avastha. The liberation, the mukti is only in Atam Avastha. No matter how small or big the desire is, it is just the form of bondage only. So may Maharaj do kirpa and bless us to stay still in Atam Avastha and not get carried away with any of the qualities or have any form of desire, no matter how big or small it is. So we will end the class here today. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.